I still love football. We still have a son that plays football.
So go back and watch that whole video. It's basically about the Boston University study and the impact of CTE and how so many football players have been lost without even like going pro for side effects of CTE. And then at the end, the part that I stitched, they ask all the parents that were being interviewed if they could go back in time, would they let their kid play football again, knowing that they lost their kid to CTE because of playing contact football. And all of them except for 2 say yes. And one of the 2 is a part of a couple, and the other part of the couple said yes. So, well, one of the 2 is a part of a couple, the other part of the couple said yes. Only one like full parenting duo said no. And I just think that's so interesting because, one, it can be used to observe a lot of other issues within the U.S. and other countries with how certain phenomena, certain practices, certain whatevers are observably harmful on a large scale and people still choose to partake in them. But particularly as it pertains to football, has anyone done research into why football has such a large hold on the American population? Because I really want to know specifically why football. Because there was one of the dads that said no. He was like, I should just left them on the soccer field. Because there are other sports that exist. If you want your kid to play sports so bad, there are other sports that exist that won't get them messed up like that. Yeah, they'll probably get injured in other ways, but it won't get them messed up like that. But what about football makes it to where you're like this woman, I still love football. We still have a son that plays football. Then there's the other guy that was like, I still have grandsons that play contact football before high school, knowing that the reason that they lost their kid was because he was playing contact football. What could possibly have you love that sport so much that you are willing to risk your children's lives so that they can play it? And then the last point, there was the other mom who tried to take the other, she took the other perspective of rather than I love football, she was like, he loved it. I couldn't stop him. I wouldn't want to take it away from him. He loved it. At the age in which that kid was like, yay, football, yay, he wouldn't have known what he was missing if y'all didn't put him in football. If y'all didn't engage in football culture as much as y'all did, he wouldn't have known what he was missing because he was 2. He was interested in football because he saw football. Y'all put him in football, and then he grew to love it because y'all put him in it. And he saw that y'all loved it so much. But if y'all didn't have him entrenched in the football culture, he wouldn't have been like, oh, man, I really want to play football at 3. He wouldn't even know what football was. You have to take responsibility for that. Which leads me back to the thing of why does football have such a large hold on so many American people? So if anyone can point me to some studies about that, I would love to read into that because it's just so interesting to me, especially as an American that does not like football.